Okay, Coach, first things first, thank you once again for letting me have the chance to interview you. And these questions are not that hard. They're not math questions or anything like that.
Okay, fire away.
All right, so, Coach, first of all, how would you evaluate this first half of the fall season? How well do you think your team has gone?
Well, we probably break it down in two halves. The first two tournaments, we probably played at about C level, and then the last two tournaments, we probably played at A level. So we started out kind of slow, and we won our last tournament, and should have won our second to last tournament. So I was very happy with how we finished in the fall, and looking forward to the spring.
Okay, of the four tournaments that North Texas has participated in this fall, which one do you believe showed the most strength of your team?
Probably our last one. It was a good field. It was a good test of golf, and it was kind of windy in the conditions. And our freshman Thomas Rosenmuller really stepped up. Michael Cotton stepped up the last round, and Corey Churchman did as well. So it was nice seeing the guys perform at a high level. And Thomas won the tournament by 2 shots. And as a freshman, he played outstanding this fall.
Yes, and Sinman and Thomas Rosenmuller, both of them true freshmen, have been doing extremely well this season. How were you able to prepare them for this upcoming season?
Well, they were pretty well prepared when they came here, and they started out on fire the first 2 tournaments. And then Ian kind of fell off a little bit, and Thomas remained very steady throughout the fall. But we prepare the same for everybody. We do a lot of short game, work on the range, and I feel like the whole team was really prepared for those last 2 tournaments.
How were you able to prepare your team for this first half of the season after everything that happened last season in the spring with finishing 9th in the finals? How did you prepare them to continue on after that season?
Finished in 9th in the finals. We won the conference championship. So
I mean in the regional finals.
Oh, in the regionals.
Yeah,
okay.
sorry.
Okay, I didn't understand what
Sorry
you're saying
about
there. But yeah, we competed well in regionals. We were right there to make it out in the final 5. LSU clipped us by, I believe, 5 or 6 shots, and they won the NCAA tournament. So it shows how close our team was to being competitive at a national level. And I feel like this team's a little stronger than last year's. So I'm looking forward to the spring and see what we could do at the conference championship and hopefully at regionals and the finals.
And so what's your game plan for the spring season? How are you going to plan on getting the team better and better?
Well, they're working right now on their own a lot. I can only work with them 2 hours a week, so it's kind of difficult to prepare them for the spring, but the guys are really dedicated this year, and they're working out on their own as far as strength training and working out on the golf course. So I feel like they're going to be well prepared for the spring, and look forward to our first tournament in February.
And so what would you say inspires your players to continue playing in golf, and especially in sports in general? How are they inspired?
Well, they come in very competitive. I recruit kids that are competitive. So, I really don't have to do a lot as far as that goes. And if I do, usually they really struggle here at North Texas. But for the most part, I get the right guys in here that are very competitive, and they thrive in this environment. And they're ready to go in the spring. They're working hard. They're very competitive. They want to compete at the national level. They want to make the finals. So you put all those things out there, and they're all for it. So, it makes my job easier when you recruit the right guys, and they're very competitive. And like I said, I keep on saying, but I'm looking forward to the spring and seeing how they compete.
Also coming in the spring are 2 invites, and a couple of invites. The most important ones were probably the Lone Star and the Aggie invite. Which one do you believe which one are you most excited for coming in the spring?
Well, the Aggies are a really good field, a tough course, and we played there twice last year. And the second time we played there, we played awfully well. So if we play like we did the second time down there, we're going to be very competitive in that tournament and a strong field. So probably the Aggies are the one I'm looking forward to the most.
All right, and so Coach, you've been the head coach for men's golf for about 7 years, that's correct?
Correct.
How would you sum up your career here as the head coach for the Mean Green?
How do I sum it up? Seems like we're steady and we're getting better every year, and it's been a lot of fun in the 7 years, and the things that we're going to have, like a new facility and the things that the college has given us now. I'm just looking forward to the future of this program, and just looking to get better every year.
All right. And Coach, what would you say to your players right now if they were here right now after for what they've done this season, especially the last tournament that you were talking about?
Excuse me, what did you say?
What would you say to your players right now as in their how would you say your player? I'm sorry. How well? What would you say to your players right now after the work they've done this season, this first half of the season?
What would I say to them?
Yeah.
Well, we just had a meeting, and I told them that they did a good job this fall, but it was just the fall, and we need to get better for the spring. And we're going to have a little bit more competition in the spring, and then we have the postseason and all those things, and we need to get better. So if we just won our last tournament and we just go, okay, we're good now, we won our last tournament, we don't really need to work hard, the spring's going to be a long season. So I kind of dangled the carrot out in front of them, told them that they need to work hard and continue to do what they're doing and not take too much time off and strive to get better.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for the interview. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.